Anyway, let's move on, shall we?
Through the left midfielders.
Yep.
You get first pick.
Fantastic. I will take the most obvious pick of probably the entire draft. Give me Mr. Italiano Lorenzo Insigne. Do
See,
I need to even explain that?
when you said that, did you know that you're supposed to say Derek Etienne Jr.?
I think you meant Alex Mouille,
No,
inverted
he's a
winger.
right mid. Duh.
Inverted winger.
Yeah, no, that's easy. That doesn't even there is no head scratching there. Um,
Yeah,
at my number one, let me check something here. Where did he play more?
that's tough. Yeah, I feel like there's a couple guys here.
Yeah, because let's see. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna start with Alan Velasco at um, my number one spot. So in an FC Dallas team that was much revamped, working with Paul Areola, Jesus Ferreira, um, second most fouls drawn, third most shots, fifth most goals, third most dribbles, fourth most crosses completed, fourth most assists. So um, had a great first year at Dallas. I think that he will only build on that with the players that they're bringing in. I think he's a good, safe number one pick.
Yeah, can't hate on that one too much. That is a good choice. I feel like he's one of the top five for me. I kind of have a top five and then it falls off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Number two pick for me, give me Lewis Morgan. I
Damn,
will gladly take Lewis Morgan at two.
I
Uh,
was honestly contemplating him at one. I thought I could get away with dropping him to two.
and you wouldn't have been wrong with going with him at one, in my opinion, either. Um,
No, hold on, wait. Were you not the one who said he Red Bull overpaid for this man?
oh yeah, I 100% said that, and he
Yeah,
absolutely
you
proved me wrong.
definitely did. We need more public
100%.
apologies.
We say?
We need more public apologies out of
I'm pretty sure I have apologized for it, but I'll do it again. Lewis, if you're listening, and I know you are, I sincerely apologize for saying that they overpaid for you. It was turned out to be a massive underpay. You're a fantastic player. And I hope that you get a move to Scotland so you could stop terrorizing this league. Thank you.
you.
Yeah, fantastic. 18 goal contribution, 32 games, very solid 705 rating too. Happy to take him.
Yep, good pick. Luckily I had a backup pick. Give me Diego Fagundes at my number two spot from Austin.
Yep,
Um,
can't hate that one.
a very good partnership formed with the Druisis, the Yorutis. Seventh most fouls drawn out of how many players did I look at? 19. Um, fifth most goals scored, ninth most dribbles completed, um, most crosses completed, and most assists out of all left mids that I looked at. Um, and that's only getting better. They brought in Jesse Zardes. Granted, he might drop off in terms of minutes now that they have a couple of other players, Rigoni and such, in the team. But when he does play, he's fantastic. So give me that.
I think he had the second most assists in the league last year,
Yeah, he was up there,
which
wasn't he?
is crazy. He was fantastic.
Well, it helps when
All
you
right.
got Driussi dropping 35 goals a game.
Yeah, it does. 100%. Um, all right. Third pick for me. Give me Tyus Magno.
Ah,
That,
you
that
jerk.
that's yeah. That was an easy one for me. That's my top five. He was great last season for NYC. 17 goal contributions, 34 games, a 708 rating across the board. So super strong. Definitely top five left winger for me. I think he can move around really anywhere between two and four. And he's got massive potential. So I would expect another big season from him.
Yeah, don't hate that one. Um, what I do wonder about him is it has been said that he's going to play more as a striker this year, because of their
Okay.
lack of players. So how he performs there is going to be left for debate, which doesn't make a lot of sense because they have Gabby Pereira play him in a 4-3-3, put Magno on the wing and let Pereira terrorize. But
Well,
I don't know.
they
I'm not a
played
coach,
they played Gabby Pereira as a winger last year.
which they shouldn't. Whatever.
I don't
Anyways,
love Tyus Magno as striker. I don't like his
I don't
finishing.
think he'll be successful. I could be wrong, but I don't think he will be. Granted, every midfielder wide or central is just the same when you play at Yankee Stadium anyway, so might not be a massive change. But
Fair enough.
at my 3 pick, give me Daniel Shalvey out of SKC. I think, yes, he had a bad year last year. He also was a part of one of the most injured squads in the league. I think with all the players that come back, I think that he steps up his game and is able to work with the players and reaches maybe not his 2021 level, but somewhere between 2021 and 2022. Second most shots, second most goals, fourth most dribbles completed, sixth most crosses completed, seventh most assists. So, in a very bad SKC team, by the way. So, put some good players around him. I think.
I am happy to take all of the USMNT villains here. And with my fourth pick, I will gladly take Jordan Morris here. I think I think there is a player that I would say numbers wise, he looked a little bit stronger last year, but with a move to a new team, I'm feeling a little bit uncertain how he's going to fit in there. So I will take Jordan Morris in a system that he knows. I think last year was the first full season he was coming back after that pretty big injury. So hoping that, World Cup distraction and coming back from the injury was a little bit hindering his performances, but he was still solid last year. He had 11 goal contributions in 29 games and a pretty decent rating. I would think he's going to do better than that this season, though, especially with Seattle rebounding, as we're probably both predicting.
Don't spoil my predictions.
Well, you said it before.
Shh. At my 4 spot, give me Justin Miram from RSL. Third most fouls drawn, second most dribbles completed, third least times dispossessed, second most crosses completed, fourth most assists. In an RSL team that was relatively good last year, but will he have that same season? I doubt it. But right now, based off of the stats coming into the season, I think he slots in at the 9th best left mid in the league, in a league that's not known for their wingers. So
Yeah, wingers is not great for us.
I'll take that.
All right, fifth pick for me. Give me a Chris Mueller.
I
I
hate
think 24 games last year. Obviously, he came back over from Scotland. He looked at, I mean, numbers wise, he was okay. He had 9 goal contributions in 24 games. The rating is about mid-level for the list I'm looking at. I think he's better than that though, and I kind of expect that for this season that he's going to raise that level. We saw what he did with Orlando. He was fantastic when he was playing with DK and Pereira. I think he's going to kind of go back to those levels. That he's got some more time to kind of like learn how to play with guys like Shaqiri and Duran if he stays and Shabilko. So I think Chris Mueller is going to do better than he did last season. I don't think numbers wise he was necessarily top 10, but kind of factoring in that expectation, I'll take him at my fifth pick.
Okay. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. The reason I wasn't happy was because you left me with a Minnesota United player that I might have to take,
Okay.
but I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
At my 5th pick, give me Derek Etienne. Last season, career year out of Columbus with. Hold on, let's get the numbers right. With 3 goals, 17 completed dribbles, 25 fouls drawn. That all comes out to having him 4th least dispossessed player, 4th most assists, 7th most fouls drawn. He's not a top tier by any stretch of the imagination, nor is he probably going to fulfill that same role in Atlanta. But again, going off of what he did last year in his career year, I think he's probably a top 10 left mid